Give me one sec, I'm just finishing up some Facebook voting real quick. Alright. Favorite Star Wars movie? Empire Strikes Back. Which Game of Thrones character I don't want to see die? Tyrion Lannister. And last one. Which superhero would I most want to go antiquing with? He has a red suit, 2 swords, and his name rhymes with Leadwool. So voting like that is super easy, and people do it every day. But asking someone to actually vote on local, state, or federal representatives is like asking them to get their teeth pulled. We here at Elmwood Park Zoo would like to encourage people to go out and vote this November. It doesn't matter if you vote red, blue, green, polka dot, burgundy, or rainbow colors. The only bad choice you can make this November is not voting at all, especially when certain things like the Endangered Species Act and many others are on the chopping block. What is the Endangered Species Act, you ask? Take it away, voiceover me. The Endangered Species Act was written into law in 1973 by President Richard Nixon. It accounts for domestic and international conservation efforts. It provides states with financial assistance and incentives to develop and maintain conservation programs. Man, what a gorgeous voice that man has. We here at Elmwood Park Zoo have a couple animals that the Endangered Species Act has helped along the years. And to help me tell you more about these animals and how the act has helped them, keepers, take it away.
I'm here at the Eagle exhibit at Elmwood Park Zoo. Behind me you can see the national symbol, the American bald eagle. Unfortunately, this amazing bird was almost extinct 40 years ago thanks to pollution and habitat destruction, hunting, and some pesticides called DDT. But thanks to the Endangered Species Act, a lot of these problems were solved or put on hold, so the birds were able to make a comeback, and now there's over 9,000 breeding pairs across the United States. So these birds are a symbol of perseverance and have been saved by the Endangered Species Act.
American alligators were put under the SA in the 1960s, and within 20 years they were able to bounce back and thrive. So American alligators were initially put on the list because of overhunting. People were hunting them for their skins, their meat, they were making shoes, handbags out of their skin. So I'm very appreciative that this act was put into place, because animals like her can come back from the list.
Over the last century, prairie dog populations in the United States have dwindled due to agriculture and pesticide use. Because of that, the black-footed ferret nearly went extinct. Reintroduction programs with the help of the Endangered Species Act have been able to help the black-footed ferrets become a success story. The goal of this program is to have at least 3,000 black-footed ferrets return home to 10 out of the 12 states that they originally lived in.
Here at the Elmwood Park Zoo we have the Panamanian golden frog. It's an amphibian that's originally endemic to Panama, but unfortunately that Panamanian golden frog is considered or potentially extinct in the wild. Luckily the Endangered Species Act did a lot of good in donating money and resources and allowing facilities in the United States to kind of take on breeding programs for these animals to help up their numbers in hopes that one day they can be released back into the wild. Donating helps these animals as well as supporting the Endangered Species Act.
It's not the existence of the Endangered Species Act that's at threat right now, it's actually changing the legislation to make things more difficult to get animals listed or taking into consideration economic impacts more prominently than has been done in the past. So the focus is going to become focusing on the business interests rather than what's best for the animals, and that's why we're concerned. So, don't forget, do your research, see where you stand, check to see where your legislators stand, and most importantly, make sure that you are registered to vote by October 9th. If you want to vote in this year's election, which I hope you do, make sure you get that done. And don't forget, at the end of this video, we will show you a link where you can find out where you can go to vote.
So, if you would love to post anything about why you want to go out and vote this year, about a specific animal or reason, wildlife, or environmentally, please use the hashtag #VoteForWhatYouLove. So this November, do as the Lorax does and speak for those that can't speak for themselves.